Hello everyone, this is going to be a video showing how I repot some of the orchids. So this is my Dendrobium kingianum right here, and it's got three separate plants. They were kikis that I planted together. I ordered some kikis, planted them together, and so I'm gonna separate. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate them out into these pots here. And it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to do this one-handed, but I'll try to do my best to get through to show what I'm going to do with each step before I jump cut to the next, as I kind of figure this out more and more. So if we take a look at it here, oh, come on, you can see the media is old. It's fairly old. It's still pretty okay, but the media is pretty old. We got new growth starting on this one right there. And so what I want to do is I want to separate the plants out and grow them separately. That way I don't have them growing together and I don't have three separate clones growing together. Because unless these kikis came from the same plant, they're probably from different seed-grown plants. And so yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the camera, separate them, and then come back with the finished product. Okay, here we are. And side note, for those of you that wonder what this thing is here that they're sitting on, this is just the drainage pool. Any media, any like plant matter or stuff that falls through here while I'm watering or as I'm repotting, it sits in there, and then I change it out once it gets about like halfway, just over halfway full, which it's actually past that. So I'm gonna have to change it out. I just dump it. I dump it out in the compost, and it's good. It's all good to go. It's just that all the stuff kind of washes through into here and sits in here, and I don't want to let it sit too long. But anyway, so we've got plant number 1 right here. This is the biggest. It's looking pretty good. It's also got a kiki on it of its own, but I don't want to remove it yet because it's just a small little thing. This is the smallest. There's still a decent roots, and then this is the kind of in the middle one. This is actually the original kiki here. This one that I'm grabbing. And it's got some nice new growth, and then there's a new cane starting. So I've rinsed off as much of the media that will come off on its own. I kind of like pick through it, and then if something comes off after the fact, like this little here or this little bit of moss, I'll pull that off. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare them in their pots, or I'm going to start preparing the media. And so the media I'm going to use for these is going to be a mixture of fine grade orchiata, and it's right here. Let me grab it. The medium grade orchiata. I want to grow these in bark. I don't want to use up all my fine grade though, so I'm trying to balance, because this bark I may not get to buy it again for a while, so I need to ration before I have to go back to the store-bought stuff. I mean, the store-bought stuff's not bad. I think I have some of it hiding around here somewhere. I don't see it immediately in the greenhouse, but that's fine. And I'm actually almost out of this already. This is the Epa web I got from Kelly. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna prepare the first pot, and then I'll come back and show you how it's potted, and then I'll do the rest and come back again. Right. So here we are with the first one. There's the new growth right there. I wanted to make sure it wasn't buried, but I also gave it plenty of room to grow, and plus it could possibly grow off the other side there too. So that's just one plant, so this will just sit in the greenhouse and grow through the summer. Hopefully put on some nice new roots, and maybe some more canes after that, because they're pretty fast growing. So now I will set this one aside and show you how I prepare a pot for the plant, because I do a few certain things before I even put the plant in the pot. So we've got the pot here. These are just clear 2-inch pots. This is actually more than big enough for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 3 cubes of, if I can grab 3, I keep grabbing like whole piles, of Epa web here. It's, if anybody wondering, it's a synthetic alternative to tree fern. It's made from recycled bottles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop them in there and line them up. Nope, cat, go. Sorry about that. Line them up in there and push them down. I want them to be secure in the bottom, not loose. So there we go. And then what I'm going to do is sprinkle a small pinch of the fine grade bark to fill in some gaps. And then what I do when I start to set the pot in there, like get the plant in there, of course one-handed, ooh, I'm off the side. One-handed, it's very difficult to get it to sit in there with all the roots going everywhere. But with this smaller one, I can show a little bit better. Just get it in there, and then I need to position it, so it will probably go off to here so that the newest growth, which is that small one, has some room to grow. So let me do that, because if I do this one-handed, I will mess something up or drop it or knock something over. And here we go. All three of them are potted up. They're watered in, staked, because even though they're not super loose in their pots, I want to make sure they're secure while they grow new roots into the media, because new roots will attach themselves into the media a little bit better than the older roots will secure it, as it is right now. And so yeah, so they're happy plants, pretty good root systems. There comes the cat. Pretty good root systems. These pots, they can get a couple years out of these pots easily. I'm hoping that, I don't think any of them are big enough to bloom yet. Maybe the tall one over here is. Come on. The tall one over here is, but who knows at this point. So what I'm going to do after this, to finish up, is I'm going to print new tags, because only this one had a new tag, because I used the tag from the old pot for that one. So I have to print out 2 more with the label maker, which won't be a problem at all. And then these are going to go up on the Dendrobium shelf up there. Or actually, no, I think they'll go over here, because they like it a little bit brighter than the other Dendrobiums over there. Yep. And there's Kitty being cute, trying to get settled in for a little nap while I'm working. There we go. Good boy. So yeah, a little overexposure there. So a couple points of news as well. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Time or 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be live streaming for the monthly greenhouse tour. This will be the monthly greenhouse tour for the month of May. I think we're coming up on a year of doing these, so 12. So I think this might be the 10th. And so yeah, so this is going to be really fun. There's there is a lot to update on. I don't want to spoil too much for it, but we're coming up on that move, and so I'm going to have to figure out my plans. But we've got lots of plant activity going on, lots of nice growth, we even got some new spikes starting. So you can look forward to that, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, or 6 p.m. Pacific, or 8 p.m. Central if you're in Central. And it'll be good. There's a lot to talk about. You're gonna talk about the upcoming move, as well as do the general greenhouse tour and the Q&A, as well as a bulbophyllum culture update, or culture talk again, because I love to talk about those. I can't get enough, and people that miss the others, there's still a lot of people that miss the others and have misunderstandings about how bulbophyllums like to be cared for. And so I want to go through and discuss some key points to keep in mind when growing. Nice little look around the shelf here. My award-winning Masdevallia. And so yeah, I got a lot, including some new positionings. I'll talk more about it later, but the fan's now up here. But yeah, so wow, it's overexposed. So yeah, you guys look forward to that. Thank you guys for joining me for this video, for this quick little snapshot do repot. I do plan on doing a full-on repot. I'm just not sure how I want to execute that yet, so I'll be planning that out, and I'll probably do that within the next couple weeks for sure. I have a few plants that'll need repotting. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please do tune in at the Rainbow Orchid Society Facebook page, or group, rather, for the live stream. I do them there every time. I don't do them on YouTube because I don't have a strong enough following on YouTube yet. But if you're on Facebook, which a lot of my viewers are, then go to the Rainbow Orchid Society group. If you're not already in, I can get you in. And the live stream will happen tomorrow. I do these, like I said, once a month with occasional culture or surprise streams in between, but I live stream typically once a month. And so yeah, there's a lot to talk about, a lot to do, and I plan on doing a giveaway. It'll probably be in the June one. because I'm just not prepared for that right now. But you guys can look forward to a giveaway. I'll do a channel giveaway for my subscribers, and I will do a giveaway on the Facebook page as well during a live stream. So yeah, you guys look forward to those in June. But for now, thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this video.